Hi everyone, this is James Lenhart, one of the original founding members of Solavei. I'm here today to give you a little training and overview of the lane, really what the lane is and how to utilize it best. So the first thing we'll go over what the power of the lane is. What it's going to allow you to do is to pre-register your personal network into Solavei and enable your personal network to invite others. Everyone will receive ongoing communications, be able to attend private webinars, and most of all, be able to enroll as Solavei members weeks before the commercial launch. So right now, people are just enrolling into the lanes. They'll need to enroll again as Solavei members in September. So what can I do with the lane? What's the purpose of it? What are my abilities? You can send individual invitations from your lane to your personal contacts. You can track those invitations that were sent, accepted, and declined. You can view your personal network's connections and see the number of personal invitations sent and accepted by your personal network. And I'll be going over a few screenshots of this in a little bit. What the lane is not is probably one of the most important things that you can grab from this presentation. The lane is not a long-term solution. It's a short-term tool that Solavei has created for our pre-launch phase of the company. So when the company launches in September, there will be a very robust engine that runs our onboarding for members. So right now, this is just a short-term solution, and the big tool that's going to roll out in September is quite amazing. Once you get into the lane and start using it, you can kind of imagine that times 1,000, and that's going to be the capabilities of what our engine will be able to do once we have our official launch in September. It is not a mass email or spam engine. You can only send out individual invitations, and each invitation has a link specific to that email. So you cannot upload email lists. You cannot send out multiple emails at one time. Each individual email must be sent out one at a time. It does not register you for Solavei mobile service. So anyone that's going into the lane, they will not be having mobile service until they're able to enroll as Solavei members. So this is just for enrolling into the lane, not into the mobile service. It's not a guaranteed cost, commitment, or contract. It doesn't bind you to anyone or anything. All it does is allow you to go in and basically have an online list and a place that people can refer others to that can manage their teams from the very beginning and be able to build out their network for the next about 2 months. So once somebody receives an invitation, which you probably already have, this is an example of what it will look like. So it's real simple. It goes over what Solavei is, what they're all about, a little bit about what the lane is, and then it'll have a link right here where you can just click on it and it'll take you right to the registration site. On the registration site, you'll fill out some required fields such as your name, your email, your city, your state, and also your mobile service provider, your current one. Then you also choose which option you like to participate in once either the launch or once you decide to become a member of Solavei. So if you decide that you want the ZTE origin now, but then you see somebody with their HTC One playing with that, and you're like, wait a minute, I want that phone instead. When you become a member, you can purchase any one of the options. So this is just a way that we can take inventory of which phones to have. Right now, there's about $100 million of inventory ready to go. They just want to get more specific on which phones they need to carry more of. Once you do that registration site, you'll get a temporary password emailed to you, and then you'll click on that little link there, which will take you to the login page. The login page is thelane.solavei.com, and you can save that in your bookmarks for your browser, and it'll always take you right to here. So once you log in, we're going to go to the next page in a second. If you do need to recover your password, just click there where it says can't access your account. You'll put your email in, and they'll send you another temporary password. So this is the lane summary. This kind of shows you exactly where you are personally. So it'll show you how many people have yet to respond for invitations that you've sent out, how many have accepted, and how many have declined. You can click on any of these numbers here, and it'll actually show up and populate the names of the people that have either yet to respond, accepted, and so forth. On the opposite side here, we have where you can input a single email and a single name and send the invite to an individual. So again, these are personal invitations only. Once somebody decides to accept the invitation to your lane, they'll appear here in the Manage Your Lane page. So if I enrolled Bob Smith, it would show me how many invites Bob Smith has pending, so how many has he sent out, and how many are accepted, and the total column will show pending and accepted. And then what I can do is I can sort the lanes by clicking the little arrows, and I can sort them by most to least, or I can sort them by first name or last name. So it allows me to manage the lane a little more and makes it so I can see who's performing and who's not, and who needs support and who just needs a phone call to say, hey, you're doing a great job. So key points about the lane, just wrapping up here, is that you really want to send invites after viewing the Vision webinar. So if I were putting somebody through the process and I invited them to view the Vision webinar, I encourage you, as soon as they complete that, to send a lane invitation and then continue them through the funnel process if they have more questions using tools that we provided. Then you really want to follow up with your invites. Make sure they check their spam. The amount of time it takes for them to receive it depends on the server that they have, and you can always resend it, or you can send it to a different email address that they own. Remember to change your password as soon as you enter into the lane, so you can put that as something that you can always remember, and then you can always reference it once you go back into the lane.solavei.com. Always use correct email addresses. Make sure that they are the exact email address that you want it to send to, because you might be sending it to the wrong email address. That could be the reason that that person's not receiving your invitation. If someone's not receiving the invitation for some reason, if you've tried one, twice, maybe even 3 times, I would encourage you to reach out to lane support at solavei.com. They can handle any issues such as forgotten password, invites that haven't been sent, invites that have been sent and not received. They can help you out with all those issues with the lane. So reach out to them. They get back to you really quickly. It's a phenomenal team that we have up there handling the support for the lane. So thank you guys so much. I know it was a quick webinar. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a glimpse of what the lane's for and what the use of it is and how to utilize it correctly. I kind of want to close on one thought here before we depart. Really, the process that we've created is a way that people can always have enough time to be able to be a part of Solavei. So anytime someone's lips are moving and they're asking a question, you really want to be pointing them to either a tool or the team. So if someone asks you a question, you really want to be using either the tools, which are the recorded webinars, the recorded calls, or pointing them to a team, which could be a 3-way call or it could be a conference call. So whenever your lips are moving, you just want to point them to a tool or a team, and that way everyone will have enough time to be able to do Solavei, because it's easy to be able to do that. So thank you so much for joining me again, guys. I'm so excited for everyone on the team. It's going to be an unbelievable summer. I can't wait to meet everyone. Welcome to the revolution, and I'll talk to you soon.